Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Let's Grow. I hope you are very well and doing great in your life. So today's topic of discussion is modes of sediment transport in a river. So without wasting any time, let us start our discussion. So sediment transportation is defined as the movement of the solid particle which include the clay, silt, sand, gravel and boulder, generally termed as sediment, due to the action of gravity force and motion of fluid in which sediment is trapped. So whenever we are talking about the term sediment, the sediment includes those solid particles which includes the clay, silt, sand, gravel and boulder. And these sediment particles are subjected to the gravity force and the force due to the motion of fluid. So motion of fluid, here we are talking about a fluid. The fluid can be water also and air also. So a particle can be move in a river system also, and in case of air also in the atmosphere. So here we will talk about case of river only, that how these sediment particles or soil particles move in a river. The transportation of sediment occurs in natural systems like rivers, lakes, ocean and other water bodies due to tides and currents, means turbulence. So due to the turbulence in the water, these sediment particles move, and these sediment transportation phenomena can be seen in natural systems like rivers, lakes, oceans or any other water bodies. The sediment transported by water and air. Water and air means fluid. A fluid can be water also and air also, are results of the process of weathering of rocks. Weathering means the disintegration of rocks due to various factors like physical, chemical, mechanical. So weathering can be characterized by as a process whereby solid rocks are split into smaller particles. So whenever the solid rocks is turned or split into smaller particles due to various factors, so this process is called as weathering. Now if we talk about the modes of sediment transportation in water, so these can be distinct into three categories, namely suspended, rolling or sliding and saltation, and it depends on the size of sediment and flow condition. So the suspended load, you can see here that it remain in suspension. Rolling or sliding, you can see in here, rolling means rolling near to the bed, and sliding is just moving like this in continuous contact with the bed, and rolling means continuous roll over the bed surface, and saltation means in the form of small jumps. So you can see here that the trajectory traced by the particle. So how a particle move, whether it will move in suspension, it will move as a rolling, sliding or saltation, it will depend upon the size of sediments, larger and flow conditions as well. So if flow velocity is higher, maybe the particle which are moving in form of rolling, sliding or saltation can be move in the form of suspended load. Similarly, in the low velocity, the particles moving in the suspended load comes down and can be moved in the form of bed load. Also, it depends on the size of sediment. Generally, the coarser sediments which are large in size will move near to the contact of the bed surface, and the lightweight particles or smaller size sediment particles will move in the suspension. And the wash load also you can see here. Wash load is very fine particles which are generated from the watershed. So these are kept in suspension. Now we will talk about the suspended load. The suspended load is defined as the particle moving in suspension in a fluid. Here we are talking about a river system only, being kept in suspension by the turbulence fluctuations. So whenever the water flow over this surface, you can see here are undulation on the surface. So whenever the water moves over this, some turbulence is caused in this water. So these turbulence are help these particles to remain in suspension. So ultimately these particles will remain in the suspension with the help of turbulence caused by the flowing water. So the self weight of particle will act downward, but the turbulence caused by these undulations will be act in the upward direction. So the turbulence will help to support these particles to remain in the suspension. So these are called as the suspended load. Now the second is contact load. The contact load is defined as the particle rolling or sliding along the bed in continuous contact with the bed. So the contact load include two modes of transportation. One is rolling and another one is sliding. Sliding means just moving very near to the bed, just moving in very near to the bed in the form of sliding, and rolling means continuous rolling over the bed surface. Now we will talk about the saltation load. Saltation load is defined as the particle bouncing along the bed or moving directly or indirectly by the impact of bouncing particles. So here you can see the saltation particle. It will move in the form of small jumps. So here it will remain in the contact with the bed, then it start to jump, then again come in contact with bed, then later on it will jump. So it will move in the form of small jumps. So this is called as saltation load. Now it is very difficult to measure the saltation load because it keeps on changing the mode of transportation. For a short duration, it remains in contact with the bed and then goes back in suspension. So the problem with saltation load is, you can see here the red color laser light. So it will move like this. Sometimes it remain in the contact with the bed, then it go into suspension in the form of jump. Then again it come on the bed, then again it go in the mode of suspension in the form of small jump. Then again it come on the bed surface, then again it move in the form of suspended load like this. So you can't distinguish it in the form of bed load or suspended load because sometimes it remain in contact with the bed and sometimes it will remain in the suspended load. So hence the contact load and saltation loads are grouped and termed as bed load. So this saltation load is also termed in the form of bed load. So whenever we are saying the bed load means all those particles which are moving in the form of rolling, in the form of sliding and in the form of saltation. So all these three modes of transportation are termed together and called as bed load. So I hope you like this video. If you find this video informative, you can hit that like button. You can subscribe our channel Let's Grow for more informative video. So you can check out the description box also. If you want to be a part of our WhatsApp group, the link is given in the description box. Also you can connect me on my LinkedIn. The LinkedIn profile link is given in the description box. So you can check out from there. Thank you so much to watch this lesson till the end. Okay, take care. Bye bye.